We got the snow going on in the Commonwealth, and the Texans and the Patriots are locked into a defensive struggle. You're watching it. I'm watching it. Woo, 5-point game. Coming down the home stretch in the third quarter. And it's up for grabs right now. So welcome. Yes, sir. SandCity Sports in the building. Let's go along. Let's get everybody involved here. All right, our Facebook is good. IG is good. Where we at? What's going on in the Twitter machine? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Twitter is good. All right. Let's keep it moving and grooving. Take a look here. How we doing on? Appreciate that, Chris. Imagine Chris is going to be in the building today. Shout out from yesterday. Facebook is good. It's good. All right, let's get organized. Over here, let me just get everything in order. Got the chapstick, but I'm looking like your boy from. Remember that Chappelle episode? Dialing. Okay, you know what I mean? I gotta have my chapstick because it's snowing here in the Commonwealth. You're seeing it, I'm seeing it. Was very fortunate to participate in a Martin Luther King service this afternoon. In the Commonwealth right now, we saying we doing MLK and we got Drake made. We have to recognize both. So had the MLK service, and the rain was coming down. It was a wintry mix, powerful service. Just community leaders from all backgrounds, right? The right, the left, and all points in between, coming together to recognize this great man, this American hero, and this vision of a more unified America, that lives up to its ideal. So it was powerful. The speakers, and then just the solidarity. Okay, one of my heroes, Ken Burns, documentary filmmaker, he talks about there's too much pluribus. There's not enough unum, not enough unity, and yes, it's hard. Unity is hard, and we have to go through the process, the democratic process. We have to have strong, fierce, heated, concerted debate. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with big ideas and big arguments. Nothing wrong at all. That's the democratic process, and it is challenging. But at the end of the day, we need to come together as Americans, as countrymen, as human beings, and move forward. So that was the spirit of the MLK service. And then, point of fact, walking out, you see it. Walked in, it was just cold and dreary. Walked out, it's like, oh, we got some snow. The snow is trying to build up and take over. So I had to navigate, had to clean the car off and all the rest of that stuff. But the Patriots, the Texans, it's a good one. It's a good one. And it's right. Both teams, I locked in for the second half. And long story, what we're saying is, Drake, you're up against it because this Texans defense is stout. They're not having it. Okay. Will Anderson is wreaking havoc. So this is where the rubber's gonna meet the road. And we're gonna get into that more in depth. But just, hey, appreciate Thankful Records for chiming in with us on the IG machine. Hey, you know what this is, me Casa Su Casa. So if you have the commentary, jump into the chat and let me know what time it is, and we're gonna grow and flow and do this together. But we got a good one. We got a good one. There's no two ways about where I'm at on this. You know what time it is. I'm pulling for that thing. All right, that home team. Now I'm rooting for the Patriots, but they're gonna have to earn it. Okay, you're gonna have to earn it. Ain't nothing free in this world. Ain't nothing free in this world. Where's Detective Alonzo Harris at? Where's my training day people at? Ain't nothing free in this world. Not even arrest warrants. You understand? So let's go. All right. So we you know what I mean? Thrilled to be with you. We got the Patriots game, and we got a good one coming up after that in terms of the Bears and the Rams. So SandCity Sports, this might be we might be on that marathon watch. We might be on that 3-hour plus watch today. Yeah. I can't complain. It's a beautiful thing. But you know what we do, folks. You know what we do. Let's get it going. Hey, welcome to SandCity Sports. To the business. I am your host, Ken Kid, also known as Andre K. Thank you so much, my people, for tuning in to SandCity Sports. We are back. Run that back. We on the intro. We got to get this good energy. This SandCity energy. SandCity. Go. Mr. CJ Stroud, hey, you used to be that. We got a flag, start the fourth quarter. Big flag, looking like that PI. We've seen a lot of pass interference. Good, bad, and indifferent, but hold on. Stingley Jr., wrapping him up. Get your hands off him. Stingley. Come on. My defensive backs. What are we doing? I'm coming from the basketball tradition, but I play that Eric Snow game. Shout out to the set 2001 Philadelphia 76ers. I'm game manager on the court. So I'm locking down on defense and just getting us into our offense. Some of these PIs, get your hands off them. What did Busta Rhymes say? Put your hands where my eyes can see. All right? Do you really want to party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. He said, put all the hands where my eyes can see. We straight buck wilding in the place to be. Get your hands off of them. These are, okay? Joe Public, when it comes to football, I'm not, all right? I'm a sports fanatic, but I wasn't out there in the arena in these brick cold conditions out there getting after it. So I defer to my football people, but I'm just looking at it. Eye test, these don't look good. You're wrapping guys up. This was the same thing that happened last night in the Broncos game. Do I want penalties to decide games? No. But get your hands off of them. Football is a collision sport with freedom of movement. There's freedom of movement in the games, particularly for the skill players. Right? Basketball is a skill game with contact. Football is a collision game with skill. But certain individuals, wide receivers, have freedom of movement. Okay, obviously you can jam them, but once they get into their route, get off of them. Drake May going down the field, okay. Is that a touchdown for was that a woo? You saw what I saw. Foxborough going bananas. I just said the young boy, that Drake May. The one hand. A thing of beauty, folks. That's the thing of beauty right there that you just, woo, the one hand in the snow, Drake putting it out there for him. We just said it's time to shine. We just said it's time that da-da-da. Where my Sports Center people at? There's nothing you can do. I know. D'Amico, there's nothing. I know. You just said you got the 1,000-mile stare right now. Ain't nothing you can do about that. Ain't nothing you can do about that. That's just elite playmaking. One-hander. And that was against a very stout defense, right? So Drake May is making these plays. Now we got a lot of time, nigga. We got a lot of time. Well, okay, so they up 11. Up 11 right now. Make sure that PAT goes in. Make it 12, but we don't know because extra points are nothing given. Okay. I'm just checking to see what's going on. Let me just let people know. Let me just let those know that might want to jump in. Mikasa, Sukasa. I gotta let people know. You know, if they want to get down for the DJ crown, I let them know. Okay, you know, I know that. Hold on a second. Let's get it. See how can I do this? How can I do this? I don't want to interfere. No, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna just reach out to the people and folks can jump in as they need to do so. I'm not gonna do the other one because that might put my IG. Thankful Records. I see you. I appreciate it. Okay, a couple people on the yep, and everything else is good. We're locked in. Patriots and Texans. Playmakers extraordinaire. We just had a play of the day. Drake made a to boot. Is that how you pronounce it? You know, I'm pronouncing it boot. Is it booty? I'm pronouncing it boot. That's how I see booty. Is it boot? Is it booty? Okay, should know this, but I keep it. I keep it a buck. I'm in the Commonwealth, but being born in the great state of New Jersey, okay, my teams are the Eagles and the Jets. So I'm with them. I'm with the Eagles and the Jets. Okay, do I respect? Do I appreciate? Do I support? But I'm not true blue Patriots fan. I reached out to my brother. He might be coming through. He's locked into the game right now, so I can't. He's locked into the game. We could see. Okay. Diamond Dwayne used to be Diamond Dallas. Okay, got that PAT. We got a 12-point ball game, 2-possession ball game going on right now. Yes, indeed. Okay. No. I'm not worried about the background. Come on. Let's get our artwork up there and have this conversation. SandCity Sports, NFL playoffs, Patriots, Texans, snow game, fourth quarter is going down. Hold on. I gotta come back because I'm not. All right, it's correct. Let's. All right. CJ, what do we talk about here? Okay, I know you ain't got your number one wide receiver out there. If it's in butts with candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. That Nico Collins, it hurts. But you got to do what you got to do. Okay, they're They're in the mix. What do we got? Just under 13 in the fourth quarter. It hurts. It hurts. I know. But you were that guy, CJ Stroud, after your rookie year. Okay, the Texans was supposed to be what the Patriots are right now. Ascending team. Young squad to be reckoned with. There were injuries. And one of your star receivers is now one of the Patriots, our star receivers, Mr. Stephon Diggs. Okay, he started off like gangbusters for the Texans, y'all. And he's been balling for us, the home team, the Patriots. So, CJ, you're down some weapons. Okay. We're not accepting any excuses right now, though. Not accepting any excuses. Okay, Drake May just went out there and put it on your elite defense, top-ranked defense. Okay, so Mr. CJ Stroud, we need something, at least 3. Now, 3 is not really helping because you're down 12. That PAT was huge. So you're still going to be down 2 scores if you get that 3. So we might need to take it to the house. Okay, let's see what's he doing. He's trying to go downfield. Okay, he got a step. Ball looked like it was behind him. I like the moxie. Right, it's no time to be conservative. We got to get points on the board. He has a step. Ball's behind him. He's got to stop. Okay, come on. You testing Gonzalez. He had a step. Your man had a step. So that's one that you left out there. Okay, Drake May on his instant classic. He didn't throw that ball behind Mr. Boot. Boot. I'm just gonna say boot. And until I'm corrected. So Drake had his window, and that lightning rained down. CJ, you had Gonzalez beat just now. You left that one out there. Okay, all right. So critical third down. They're not in 4 down territory. So either you get this or you get the Patriots a chance to really. And by the way, this is how the Patriots walked away from another stout team, well-coached bunch, the Chargers. Okay, that game was in the margin, and then the Patriots, they just eased away from them, got that momentum, especially when, it's last call, team's going to buckle, right? So it's a critical down right here. I mean, unless they're really feeling it. This is not 4 down territory. You're on your 20, 25. Let's see what we got here. In the gun. Has time. Guys are just missing balls. Guys are getting banged up, hurt. That looked catchable, even though it was low. I got to see the replay on this. 2 throws that were kind of, let's see. I mean, it was underneath, so it's not going to be a first down any way, shape, or form. But let's see the ball. Is behind him. It was catchable. He just missed it. No, that's not a good. CJ, come on now. These are 2. He's leaning to the right. He on his lean one way. You throwing it the other way, CJ. What's going on? In the chat, they're talking about, Stroud is messing up his. All right. Mr. Drake May, looks like you won't have another opportunity to put these folks away. As they used to say, put these jive turkeys away. No disrespect to the Texans. But you put yourself up against it right now. Okay. And we'll see. Okay, this Patriots team this season, We've forgotten the destruction and calamity. I use those words not lightly, but the last 5 years in New England, minus the first year after Brady where they made the playoffs, but the last 3 of Belichick, the first year with Gerard Mayo, okay, that's that runaway train, okay, which, right, this whole new wave momentum, we're not cognizant of that as much. But the point of fact is, with Mike Vrabel, his enthusiasm, his structure, but this Patriots team is laying hands on people, is knocking folks out, is beating teams down, is putting teams away. I got you down. I'm not letting you back in this game. You can get all the, as they like to say in the Odd Couple, shout out to Rob Parker, shout out to Kelvin Washington, shout out to the Odd Couple, Rob G, the whole crew. Okay? There's not going to be any stat Padford. Borrowed that from Rob Parker. They're going, you can pad your, well, there is going to be some stat Padford, is what I'm saying. All right? You can pad, but the game is in hand. You can get all the empty calorie stats you want, but we got this game locked down. Now go ahead and get your stats. And there's a lot of times what people say about quarterback like a Dak Prescott. Oh, it's numbers and 30. A lot of that stuff is when the game's already, underneath routes. We're just, right? Like that military strategy of Mother Russia, right? What that military strategy in Russia? We just keep backing up. All right, you about that life and you want the smoke, Napoleon or whatever other world leader you want that smoke and you about it. We just gonna keep backing up, and you gonna come deeper and deeper into Mother Russia. All right, come on into Siberia. Come on into right that Gulag land. We're gonna see once winter come on down. Where you at now? You're just gonna keep backing on up. You keep coming for. They don't want it. They don't want this smoke. They just gonna keep backing on up, and that's what defenses do when the game is in hand. We're gonna give you all underneath stuff. You're gonna take it. That clock is burning. All right, we'll give you all that. Let's let that clock keep on ticking. Okay. Special teams buried the Patriots. We'll see. 6, 7, 8 yards. See what I'm talking about? We got the young boy. You saw what I just saw. The young boy out. We talked about this yesterday. All right. It's not Green Bay cold. I tell you that right now. It's not Minnesota cold right now. Okay. It's not Michigan cold right now. I'm speaking from, I just came in, but it's cold out there, folks. We got folks out there, shirt is off. Feeling it. Last home game for the Patriots this season as the Denver Broncos broke through. They running that rock right now. This Houston defense is looking tired. They're looking tired. Them boys looking tired. So you know what they say, for that defense with they're looking tired right now. It's time to eat. It's time to eat. Hey. Well. Hey. Let's lock in on another one. The run game is. Where is you? What is somebody out? Is Anderson in the game? This Houston defense, y'all been wreaking havoc with 5 and 6 and 7 turnovers. The Patriots are running all over right now. I'm gonna say no more on it, but hey, if I'm the Texans, I'm like, this is where we gotta lock them down, get the ball back, and score. This is critical. This is it. You're done if they score again. That Mike Vrabel, man. You got these running backs out here looking like Derrick Henry for the. We need a new. Now, Drake Mays, you can stay on the screen right now, man. We need a new. If the Patriots score in this possession, we get Mike Vrabel on the screen. I have to do it, but I have to put some. We got to talk about Mike Vrabel, who got busted in the lip. He ain't gonna get busted in the lip again. I'll tell you that much. He got busted in the lip against the Chargers when he was celebrating. He took a, you know what I mean? Because it's cold, man. I don't, especially because my lip right now, but well moisturized. I keep that. You know what I mean? I got my chapstick on deck. I got it. Because I had situations. Shout out to, this is the ultimate. This is the ultimate chapstick. There's no, I'm jumping in. This is that ultimate chapstick right here. Okay? I keep, and sidebar, because I, sensitive skin, so on and forth. So I can't, all different chapsticks, they don't work. And I remember when I was in prep school, and I could, obviously it's winter, so I got my lips can't be chapped, but I had a chapstick that was just, it was irritating my skin. Right? So I'm wearing but the chapstick is like literally sticking to my skin where I had to like peel this. It was wild. So I would have chapstick on so my lips won't be chapped and ashy, but the chapstick was attached to stuff, and I would have to like almost like if my lips were chapped anyway, I have to peel the chapstick off. Lips are all red, and I put that same bad chapstick back on my lips again. Never forget this. Mom comes to visit me in prep school. I went to prep school in Central Mass out near Worcester. Obviously, I'm coming from the Cape, so we are on one side. Went to prep school in Central Mass. Mom come to visit me. Beautiful thing. You don't appreciate these things at the time. You just think, it's just, a given. Your parents do these things for you. You get older, you look back. Another first down for the Pats. And it's just amazing. But so mom just looking at me is like, this is not right. And I was at that point. I was just like, no, I don't need help from nobody. I'm doing it myself. This is, it's fine. It's not working. And mom's like, all right, just try this chapstick. So I was like, no, I don't need no. Mom's like, just try it. This is, I'm dating myself, but this is 25 years ago, folks. Going to be 25 years ago since I did my PG year. So not a spring chicken anymore. But mom broke this. She said, this is what you need. I ain't had problems since. Not a one. Quarter century of moisturized, you know what I mean? And but what does this have to do with the Patriots, who are 1st and 10 and still gobbling? Only 7 minutes to go. They just gobbling this clock up. This is textbook right now. This is Patriots Nation fandom. They got to be just so overjoyed, right? And I don't want to, not even thinking about what was yesteryear. This is Patriots on the verge of the AFC Championship game and just doing it the right way, just getting them. But back to this quick chapstick story, folks. So mom broke it down. Shout out to my moms. You are a pretty lady. Don't you know we love you, sweet lady? Place no one above you, sweet lady. That Tupac classic. Right? I was like, no, I'm good. I don't need no help. Mom's like, you need something different on you. But I bring this up because it's not the worst thing when you're rushing in the morning and you forget your chapstick and you ain't got that safety. See, I leave. I got the one chapstick in my desk because you already know, and I need to get them because my hands, my hands super dry in the winter, so I got to get the lotion so I can get moisturized. PI, what? I like the non-call there. Okay, I like the Patriots going for it. We don't need that PI. We don't need it because he might have bumped him, but we don't need it. The game doesn't need it. Let's go. Let him win it. Let him win it on the merits. But did he get bumped? He looked like he got a bump. No, he exaggerated a little bit. Hold on. Little hold. No, little hold. Little push off. So they're battling back and forth. Beautiful. All right. Good job, officials. Okay. Patient whistle. Play on. All right. And you got 5:54. This is it. Let's see. Good possession for the Patriots. Gobbled up a bunch of clock. CJ, the Texans, you guys. All right, so now back. What's the connection? And we're going to get Mike Vrabel on the screen. Most definitely. Well, we don't know because the Texans could come back. So we don't. But there's going to be talk a little bit about Mike Vrabel. But Mike Vrabel got a lip bust last week, because celebrating, got the helmet, and had he had the chapstick, he wouldn't have busted it. You know what I mean? That's because his lip be cold, man. The lips are chapped. out there standing in the cold. I mean, does the people that are around the coaches that give, you know what I mean? Because there's people that just follow the coaches and, okay, coach, stay off the field. You know, coach, you know, here's your, but the assistant, the production assistant for the coach needs to have some chapstick on him. I'm saying that right now. He needs the chapstick on him to give so his lips aren't chapped out there in a cold weather game. Get the check, you know what I mean? Even though you're not even thinking that because you're in it, but you need to get yourself moisturized. So next time somebody bumps you, you know, a quick little bump, all right, you're good. It's just a little bump. You know, your nip's not gonna be a little bloody lip that you have to deal with. Okay. It's third down already, folks. They done burned through. Okay, 3rd-and-1. 3rd-and-1. This is it. All right, little slow, easy underneath. New set of downs. Okay. But it's a red alert right now. Texans, they just CJ, just throw it away. Secondary locking it down. He has time. But again, we see what that Nico Collins, right? We see where they can't get separation. They can't because they're not number one wide receivers. That's why they can't get separation. Everybody's not number one. Everybody ain't the Don Dada. Okay? I'm your idol, the highest title, numero uno. I'm not a Puerto Rican, but I'm speaking so that you know. Okay? That's Special K. Let me hit my man. I didn't. I gotta hit my other dude up. He's probably working right now, but I'm hitting him up anyway. I got a 30th anniversary coupon to the Texas Roadhouse. I don't know if we have them around here, but I appreciate the thought. Let me just let my pick. Oh, I got another one. I gotta reach out to another one. I gotta let him know. I gotta let another one know. One of my main, because I know Drew Pops is locked into this game. So they might not be able, because they locked into the game right now. They locked into the game. But I just gotta let them know that we live right now. And one more. I gotta get the Haitian sensation involved into the mix. Now hold on, folks. I just let people know what the deal is. I'm gonna take a little bit of a risk here, a minor gamble. Let me just hold on. This is where we got. Appreciate. I got my family in here. I appreciate family checking me out. Made me feel good. You know, on the IG. I see my family. I got a chance to stop by and see today. So thank you for tuning in with me. Every little bit counts. Every little bit. So this is what I'm gonna have to do. Right? Because I can do it this way. I'm gonna go through and do it. I'm not even gonna mess around. Good man. My man is in Tampa right now. I gotta let him know. Enjoy that sunshine, homie. I know he's in Tampa, right? He watching his Patriots out there on the Copacabana. I gotta enjoy that sunshine, homie. My man Chai is back in Tampa. Enjoy the sunshine. But I let folks know if they wanna, because I got a couple True Blue fans. And let me see if I can hold on. I'm not telling you to hold on because it's your show. It's my show. It's our show. But we're gonna do. Let me just see if I can pull it up real quick. Just to let folks know that they can chime in. Ooh, the live is right there. Can we? That's me. That's me. That's the brain supreme. Hold up. Now let me hold on. Because I was just again. Where we at? The Patriots got the ball back. It's time to get Mike Vrabel on the screen. They got the ball back up 12 while I'm doing this production stuff. 3 minutes to go. Snow game. I can't say frozen tundra because it's not the frozen tundra, but we're gonna get Mike Vrabel on the screen. I just have to. I'm just letting people know that we live right now. And these are my true blues. These are the ones that's been with SandCity Sports from the beginning. So I gotta reach out to them and let them know what time it is. I have to do it. Wouldn't be no SandCity Sports without these people that encouraged me when I was right. Because I just knew I wanted to do this. I didn't know production. I wasn't patient enough to be in the drama club like I should have been. I was too cool for school, and that was beneath me. Okay, and who had to learn the hard way? Okay, right? Who had to learn the hard way? Behind that, I should have just swallowed the pride, because you see, I enjoy this type of stuff, communicating, expressing, on and on and on. Speaking of which, it is Oscar season. I'm hearing nothing but good things about One Battle After Another. We're going to talk about that going forward. Leonardo DiCaprio, Benicio del Toro of Usual Suspects fame, Sean Penn. So the cast is just bananas. This is one of these things. I'm not too busy. So I should have already watched at least half of One Battle After Another. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. Also, vis-a-vis Netflix, my man Matty D, my man Ben Affleck, The Rip coming up on Netflix. Oh yeah, we're going to discuss. So we have some top flight cinema coming on, coming at you momentarily. Let's just see here. Okay. So I let people know. I got the word out. People can come through. But I appreciate. Let's see what's going on. What do we got going on? Okay. Couple people on Twitter. Respect for my people on Twitter. Jump A. You know what time it is. You got something to say? Good, bad, or indifferent? I really appreciate the people on Instagram that's rocking with me. Couple folks on Facebook. Couple people. Yep. Twitch is going on. So it's a beautiful thing, folks. We're going to shift gears here. We got to discuss Mike Vrabel and what he's done and his doing. There's just the coach of the year conversation. I know Sean, but it's got to be Mike Vrabel. Now, I Sean Payton, yes, I see that argument because you don't want to just go with the new hotness. It's taken Sean Payton a while to build this up. So Sean Payton also, I'm. But we got to look at this feast of famine that we have going on. Okay, so I can't do that file. I'm not doing that. Let me see. No. That's a good one. But that's not the one I need. This is the one I need right here. Can I get the JPEG, please? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Boop. We come right here. Let's get it. We trying to step our game up here, SandCity Sports. It's progress over perfection, but we trying to step the game up to have the conversation, to share community. We're trying, but every little bit of baby steps is just so encouraging. So we're going to be consistent here on SandCity Sports. When I have to talk about Mike Vrabel, for me, I also need to bring Gerard Mayo into the conversation. We're not doing an ebony and ivory thing. We're not doing these guys. It's not a divisive. I don't bring Mike Gerard Mayo into this conversation to be divisive in any way. Culturally, philosophically, politically, no. That's not why I bring Gerard Mayo into the conversation when we discuss Mike Vrabel and what he has done this year. I bring Gerard Mayo into the conversation because, in my firm view, he is an NFL head coach who deserves another opportunity, who has to, go back, be a coordinator, build himself back up. I'm not sure, I don't think he's on the sidelines this year. I could be wrong. Let me just look it up right now, Gerard Mayo, if he's on the sidelines as a DC this year, or if did he take the year off? See, I'm not seeing anything. Okay? So he took a year off. Young man, only 39 years old, right? Sometimes you go into the big chair, okay? It's a lot. It's a lot. But he's a head coach. He's got to get a coordinator opportunity and build himself back up. He's not going to be the first one, not going to be the last one. Okay, we saw Robert Saleh, who's a head coach as well, back to being a DC for the 49ers. Okay, couldn't do nothing with the Seahawks yesterday, but it is what it is. And last year, for a number of reasons, and a part of that, I will say, was the youth. The youths. He's a young man. Okay? Younger than some of the players. And he's he steps into this historic and dynastic position, which is the head coach of the New England Patriots. That's right. No longer the Boston Patriots, the New England Patriots, who are in the upper echelon based on the Belichick years, the dynastic years, the Brady years. New England Patriots are in that conversation with the Steelers, with the 49ers, right? Dolphins undefeated. When you're talking about NFL royalty, historically, you're discussing the New England Patriots. That is the standard established. We can go back to Parcells first, the big tuna. What'd he do? He brought in Bill Belichick as a consultant. They went to the Super Bowl. All right. Empty calorie stats now for the Texans. But Gerard Mayo stepped into the big chair, and there were rumblings from the beginning that all was not well. Right? Players upset, coaches upset. Right? All the way to the, calamitous finish, a game that you needed to lose to get the number one pick. We've forgotten about that. We're not going to forget about that. They won. Okay. Will Campbell is a dude. But it could have been Will Campbell, right? You might have got Travis Hunter and Will Campbell. Now, maybe not. You're not going to get, but you could have got Will Campbell and another first round pick. Had they gotten the first round pick like they should have, and then traded down. You could have got Will Campbell and another impact player. But that was given up because of the Civil War that was raging. The disharmony. So it was just unfortunate and then another, I'm still talking about Gerard Mayo because, that Kraft, and he's talked, recently about, what it cost to get rid of Gerard Mayo, all the assistant coaches he had to pay out, he took a hit. Took a hit. Financially, he took a hit. Culturally, right? Robert Kraft is one of these guys. I don't have to agree with all of his political statements, nor should I. That's not what a democracy is all about, us agreeing on everything all the time. You're supposed to have different, divergent, concerted points of view. So in terms of some of the things that Robert Kraft has said that he has every single right to say, I'm not in agreement. But in terms of the totality of his action, not just talking about representation, but doubling down on representation on his call. I got to put respect on that man's name. He ain't just talking it about criminal justice reform or opportunities. He doubled down and said, no, I'm going to show you. So that was the hope with the Gerard Mayo hire. And it went off the rails quickly and crashed and burned. Okay? So culturally, that situation was hurtful because we did have some unum. We were moving together. We, different people, Republicans, Democrats, white people, black people, men, women, we're moving together. That's what sports, that's the height of sports. It shows us those moments of unification. Moments. It's hard, but we get those glimpses of what's possible. Is that a catch? Is that an INT? Oh, it's a dirt ball. All right, the celebration has begun. All right, so last year, hurtful. This man, Mike Ravelman. Okay. So we see, right there, how he's just unlocked Drake May. And I'm doubling, tripling, and quadrupling down on that because, yes, Drake May has gone from just this right to MVP conversation. And the only thing that's changed is that man right here, the coach. Now, before you say, well, he's got this weapon, that weapon, folks, Stephon Diggs was on that Rajon Rondo track. Patriots' first AFC Championship game since 2018. Win convincingly by double digits. Stephon Diggs was on that Rondo, supremely talented and just tearing teams apart. Tearing apart continuity, togetherness. That's the mode that Stephon Diggs was past tense on. He comes to New England, okay. He's had some, some dust ups here and there. Okay, fine. All right. He's human, okay. But this thing is rocking and rolling. He has the ability to be himself and be a part of the collective. This young man, Will Campbell, all right, he's all right, But showing, Drake May is back there writing poetry. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary. He back there telling a sonnet. He got so much time. 2 houses, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. Drake May is back there. He got time. He's pondering things. That's that protection. And then, doggone it, I gotta rub my eyes. How the Patriots gonna line up and just run over the Texans, who's supposed to be the stoutest of the stout defenses, when they gotta burn some clock? We lining up, we knock it, we socking you in the mouth. And what? Patriots lined up, mano a mano, and just ran over the Texans down the stretch. We running this power run game, and y'all can't do nothing about it. Take these 5, 7, 4, 6, 3, 8. We just running over you. You know what we're doing. We know what we're doing. Stop it. And we can't say anything about injuries because those were on the offensive side of the ball for the Texans. The defense, okay, now, yes, everyone does injuries. I have fine. My man Drew Pops, he said he let him know. He said he's you know what I mean? But this is the man we need. Drew Pops he's got takes. He's a New England sports guy. Strong takes. And these are the people that I want to hear from right now. Okay? I want to hear from the True Blue Patriots, Boston. All right? Boston, you're parking the car. You're dropping your R's in the big bad Southie projects. Huh? I want to hear from the True Blue folks. Hope my brother can make it. I reached out to him. I let him know. I want to hear from the True Blue people. Now, granted, there's a lot of celebration going on right now. SandCity Sports, we in the building right now. We doing, and you know we about to go right from one thing to the next. We going from strength to strength. So the Patriots, this is now, and again, let's make it clear. We're continuing to put, just to frame this, right? I'm making it clear right now. Patriot fandom, Patriot Nation, y'all have at it. And I said, y'all. I've grown since I've been here, right? I've reconciled some things about the Boston sports history. I support my Boston sports team. I said but I make no two bones about it. Basketball, Tom Thibodeau's my coach. The Knicks, my team. I'm still unhappy about how Thibodeau was shafted unnecessarily. So I root for my Knicks. Okay, Mike Brown at the helm. But I'm angry with the Knicks in terms of getting rid of a true general on time. I'm angry with them still while rooting for them. But so last year I made no bones about it. I want the Celtics to continue the dynastic tradition. I want my Knicks to hang a banner. My Knicks, meaning I came back on the fold. I came back on the scene. I was a Knicks fan, early 90s, Patrick Ewing, Chicago Bulls battles. Okay, when that happened and the Knicks couldn't get over the top, I moved out of New York, no excuses, but I did move to the Commonwealth. And then when Michael Jordan came through with the patent leathers, I had to switch over. I didn't have to, but I did. When MJ came with the patent leathers, I had to switch. I had to switch gears. I did. And then, Thibodeau's my favorite coach. So with Tibbs go, I go. He was in Chicago. I was with Chicago. He was with Minnesota. I was with Minnesota. He was out the game, so I didn't have no team. He came back to the Knicks. It just meant so much to my heart, just because could return. And then what happened last year. So it's not a great subject for me, honestly. But what I'm saying with all this is that I reached out to a number of Boston guys, Boston sports fans, and it's a celebratory time right now, and people, so they might not be able to jump on the pod. I understand, because people are right. It's been 7 years since the AFC Championship game, but never mind 7 years. It's just been 4 years of strife and strain across every indicator. Owners beefing with coaches beefing with players beefing with play. Just and then what we have to, as we talk about Mike Vrabel in this, this turnaround is remarkable is the appropriate word. I want to use another adjective. I'm not going to use that. That's only for the most extreme, glorious situation. I'm not going to use that adjective. I'm saying remarkable. Remarkable. This turnaround in one season. First of all, you are what your record says you are. So just the way this team is playing on the field, how they are playing, executing in high leverage moments, then how they're doing it. Okay, every coach is different. Bill Belichick, clearly stoic, right? Just there, you know what I mean? Just, giving you the dome stare. That's just his person. Like Mike Vrabel, he's high, you know what I mean? So they're winning with energy, high, you know what I mean? What's going on? He's chest bumping people, smacking people on the helmet, getting busted lips. So it's a raucous, uproarious You know what I mean? All together type of a winning that's going on right now, which is different. But you winning with a little bit of flavor. As my cousin the Haitian say, it's very flavorful right now in New England. It's flavorful out here. And we're winning. And so, hey, you just take it a week at I mean, it's just upsetting to me that Bo Nix it's upsetting. It's upsetting to me. Which you don't. Oh well, they're playing another quarterback. No. You know what I mean. So the Patriots do have a decided advantage. But that just puts more pressure, frankly, because you go into this game as favorites, expected to win the game, right? And you hate that it's because of injury. That's not the way you want. You want to win on the strength. You don't want to win because of an injury or this or that or the third. But what did Will Chamberlain say? Nobody roots for Goliath. Ain't nobody rooting for Goliath. When you're the favorite, you're expected to win. You got to win, period. How could you lose? How, right? So you got to take that on you. Okay, we talk about being from the Commonwealth, the great Leo Papil. And by the way, we're going to talk about basketball because we've had a notable loss in the Commonwealth in terms of the great coaches. Skippy Karam passed away. I just saw that when I was on. Very sad. Skippy Karam is one of the great coaches in high school basketball in Massachusetts. You guys out there in television land, Skip Karam, even though you might not realize you know him, but you do know who he is. And the reason is because he was Chris Herron's high school coach. So you guys out there in television land are aware of what a great contribution 30 for 30 is and remains. Just in the landscape of sports, in the landscape of documentary, in the landscape of entertainment, right? 30 for 30 is a gem, across all of those fields. And so Unguarded is one of the many 5-star documentaries within that 30 for 30 collection, looking at the trials and tribulations of Chris Herron of Fall River, who played for Skippy Karam, coach at Durfee. So it's just I'm mentioning that now, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit more in depth a little bit later on in the show. But the connection back to Mike Vrabel, right, and our great Commonwealth coaches, is that Leo Papil, BABC. He says, I play the BABC way. Play the BABC way. Meaning, I don't care who is out in front of me. Y'all get in this business. Okay? Leo Papil, BABC, like this is, this Patrick Ewing, Dana Barrows, Nerlens Noel, Michael Carter Williams, Bruce Brown. Like the list just goes on and on and on. Like if you NBA guys from Massachusetts, they got a BABC connection. Okay? But what Leo Papil is known for is he'll play anyone. So he has this team full of, but they'll play in just quote unquote. They don't only play on the sneaker circuit. Like they play regular local teams. So like y'all, think that we get this because of politics and the hype, but we'll play you. So a good, regional team, you can play BABC and get that 40 piece, and you're gonna get a 40 piece because they ain't playing no games with you. They're not playing with you. We ain't giving you no shorts. We coming out playing you just like we play in front of Coach Cal, in front of Coach Izzo, in front of Coach Hurley, in front of Coach Cronin, whoever. Coach Jay Wright, the great coaches that we lost, Nate Oates, Bruce Pearl. We playing the same level of intensity and ferocity against you. Good South Shore or Cape team, as we play them. There's no difference. Okay, only difference is when we're playing out there against these other elite teams in the nation, we might win by 5, 7, because BABC's won national championships under Leo Papil. Oh, yes. So because we're playing the best teams in the nation by bar none. But when we play against that local team, y'all getting that 50 piece. We're going to punt, just demolish you. All right? For our sake and for your sake. You're getting it. You are getting it. And everybody benefits because that's what you need if you're an upstart player. You need to see the difference and understand what you need to do to get to that next level. And people going easy on you ain't helping nobody. A. B, and this is what Mike Vrabel has established, both of those things, right? You gotta take that responsibility on your shoulders and not let it be a burden, okay? But allow it to help you blast forward. Like, yeah, we're supposed to be nice. You know, we have this respect on our name, or we have this social respect to use it, you know what I'm saying. Okay, we have the target on it, and we are going to use that as leverage to push us to another level. Right? So that's what we have. That's what Mike Vrabel has instituted. So this is a very, right? Patriots are favorite because the Broncos are not at full strength. So they're going in as the favorites. Right? But at the same time, nobody roots for Goliath. The other side of this is true. If they lose, how could you lose to the Broncos without their starting quarterback? So you got to go in there and punish them. That's what you got to do. Now we're gonna get because the one game has ended, so we got because we got, you know what I'm saying. So this is a celebratory time. It's a beautiful thing. And I say all to say I'm not jumping on no bandwagons. So my brother, respect. My brother's out in AZ. I sent him. You know, he's celebrating. My man Drew Pops, he's celebrating. My man Chai, Commonwealth, he's down in Sunshine State. He's, you know, the Patriots Nation. You deserve to celebrate right now because this is wild. Wild. 1 second. Let me just go. Okay. I'm back now. Got to get all these different controllers because we got to change. We got to turn the screen and get to the. Oh, yay. Oh, yay. Oh, yay. Oh, yay. Rams and the Bears. So, hey, thank you. A little technical. We got the technical situation in order. You know, it's a moment, right? You know what I mean? It needs to be identified, recognized, lifted up. This is okay. Again, there's 2 more games. They're not Super Bowl champions, so the journey is far from finished. Right. And yes, never mind if Bo Nix wasn't injured, the Patriots, right now they wouldn't be favored, but they can beat the Broncos. They can beat anybody. It's anybody's ball game right now in this Final Four. And that's one where you have to, right? Because the season's already an overwhelming success, but it's not over. You got to get greedy now. You got to get greedy, and you can't allow. And again, that's what the difference between champions and contenders. Okay, contenders, you can take that participation trophy, that second place. Oh, well, we got here, and that means something because we didn't have any expectations. But that ain't a championship. The championship's a championship. Okay, so the Patriots, they got to stay hungry and greedy, and you know what I mean. They got to have that Kobe Bryant 09. It's got to be the 09 Kobe Bryant, not the 08 Kobe. It got to be the 09 Kobe Bryant, which you want to get for you on the screen right now. We need 09 Kobe Bryant, not 08 Kobe Bryant. When the Celtics smacked them silly. Celtics smacked the Lakers because they came in happy, like let's about the team, and Kevin Garnett. What? You know what I mean? And true, they didn't have Andrew Bynum, so it was a different series because they didn't have Andrew Bynum. Just quick, Richard Sherman's talking about a contested catch. Which one was it? Yes. Okay. We'll discuss because I was on this yesterday. So we're gonna play the hits. They're singing the national anthem. Respect to Vrabel. Patriots, you got to get greedy. We got to get greedy. Forget the participation trophies, and we're just happy to be here. And we'll bring in the point on that. Now we're gonna bring the point on that. We're gonna hammer this point home about getting greedy and not just being happy to be there. The example that I always use is the 08 Lakers that got mad dogged by the Celtics versus the 09 Lakers. And that should have been a Celtics-Lakers rematch, if we remember. Shout out to Mike Vrabel. Shout out to the Patriots. Handling business. It should have been a Celtics Lakers rematch in 09, but Kevin Garnett tore his ACL late in the season. Remember that? So that's why we didn't have that series 3 years in a row. But we're going to explain and describe, right?
They bounced back like we knew they
would. Okay, just the connection and the mentality that the Patriots need. It's Kobe Bryant press conference 2009. Let's get it.
Played extremely well, and we got out of here with a win.
Now you are up 2 games. Talk about preparation in your travel to Orlando.
Well, just
come on, you two. Let's get it going. Look at this man. Look at this man's eyes.
Just work hard tomorrow. I'm sure we'll watch film, see some of the things that we can correct, and which are many of them. We blew a lot of assignments tonight, and just be ready for game 3.
Mark.
Look at the man's eyes.
Kobe, can you give us a defender's eye view of that lob?
What's going on, YouTube? Let's get it right. What's going on?
Courtney Lee.
There we go.
Honestly, it was just a brilliant play. I mean, it was just a very, very smart play that he drew up. I mean, he knew, my eye was more on the shooters coming up, and just a hell of a play by a hell of a coach.
The ball's in the air, what are you thinking?
Shit.
Over here, Kobe. You've been through these finals so many times before. Can you talk?
Look at the man's eyes. He ain't happy
of holding the home court here. I know the series is far from over, but at the same time, you did what you wanted to do. Can you talk about the importance of being up 2-0 as opposed to possibly having the series tied going to Orlando?
We just did our job. Defended home court. Last 2 series we didn't do that. Put ourselves in jeopardy, having to go on the road and win the game 3, and here we managed to do it. Now it's time to go to Orlando and see if we can't get one.
Kobe, you found Powell for that and one layup in overtime. Let's keep play. You talked about the way you guys communicate and keep
see that eye? What I'm saying to you is he remembering that 08 butt kicking.
We're always talking to each other.
He's remembering what it feels like to get right up to the cusp of a championship and it to go the other way.
So he and I.
So he's like, we ain't doing this again.
See adjustments that we can make on the fly.
I ain't giving you no inkling, no opportunity. I'm locked in. I don't want to hear nothing else.
To time that up the right way
until we seal the deal with a championship.
Work out for us, and at the right time, it did.
And when you speak to him in Spanish, is that more of like a gesture, or is that any times a tactical advantage?
And you know what? It's just with language which comes to me first, to be honest with you. It's just whatever rolls off the tongue.
Forgot Kobe was
Stafford.
Jay, down to ESPN. Can you describe that play a little bit more in detail? Kind of what you saw, how it unfolded from your perspective.
Which one?
The one where you passed to Powell and he got the N1.
Well, we just put Dwight in a situation where he had to make a choice. Simple as that. And, Powell and I timed it perfectly in terms of he being parallel with myself and me being able to have the right angle to get it to him just in case Dwight committed. And he committed, and I got Powell the easy bucket and won.
On the right in front.
Kobe, Phil said that he didn't believe this game was up to your standards. What do you think about that comment? And if so, why?
Meaning what? By what?
Seeing open players, being able to strip at the ball, if you're doubled.
He said the team wasn't up to our standard. I'm not following.
No. He said he didn't think you played up to your standards.
No, absolutely not. I didn't read the coverages as well as I did, and we still managed to win the game. So, it's on me to make those adjustments, make those reads, and I'll come back game 3 ready.
Is that being a little over anxious, or what?
No, it's just like a quarterback throws an interception every now and then. You know what I mean? It's the same type of situation.
This side, Kobe, you talk about the difficulty of what Orlando has to do on their home court. I have a two-parter.
late great Kobe Bryant. What does this clip have to do with the Patriots? You got to be locked in, man. Okay, and that goes without saying, but when you are the upstart team that is the surprise, okay, you're still going to feel as awful should you not get that championship as you would if you were more of an expected contender. All right. Lakers returned to the finals for the first time in some years in 2008. It was happy, joyous, and they just frankly got roughed up. So when they climbed back up to the mountain top or very close, the next go round, much different, right? You got to just, and also folks might remember that those 2 years, 2009 and 10, where we got 2 of those 3 years were Lakers Celtics. At least one of those years should have been Lakers Cavaliers. But the LeBron James-led Cleveland Cavaliers were not able to break through and make it to the NBA Finals after going to the finals in 2007, stunning the Detroit Pistons. So Caleb Williams driving, 4th and 3. They're going for it. This game is in the shy. Advantage Bears. Woo, Caleb, what are you doing? What are you doing? Advantage Bears. Snow game. That ball sailed on him. Holding his hand. No excuses. All right, folks. So we're gonna go from there. To take a look at breaking down still decisive play in yesterday's game between the Bills and let's go up here. Appreciate the folks on Twitter rocking with us. All right. Sherman locked in on the. All righty. So let's discuss. We're not doing a Monday morning quarterbacking, even though it's Sunday. But perspective, right, this was my feeling. Not that I'm a Pro Bowl level defensive back to be able to have these views, right? But bottom line, right? I've never seen a contested catch like this ever be called anything but a catch. Even as a DB, you know that if it's even a tie, it will go to the wide receiver. Can't believe this side of the game. Right, started off Dan Orlovsky to catch every time. Right. Bottom line, end story for me is if it's not a catch, then it's just incomplete. Because if you're having it, okay, so what they're saying is tie goes to the receiver. If it's a tie, then it's a catch. If, like what we would call a jump ball in basketball, if that's occurring on, a passing route, then it's a catch. It's not a jump ball, it's a catch. And we if both are, or if one of them is down, not both, but, if the man is down. And clearly the defensive player was down by contact because, clearly the offensive player was down by contact because, the defensive player lands on him. Right? So both guys have the ball, right? It's a jump ball. And one of those guys, he's being touched. He's down. So it's a catch or it's an incomplete pass, but I don't see any way that this becomes an interception. Except for the fact that it did become an interception. Now, let's be clear. That play did not decide the game. That interception was essentially a punt. You could say that, they might have had a couple more yards on the special teams to bury them. You could also say the punt could have went into the end zone and it would have been at about the same place. Right? But that play, if it's a catch, then the Bills have the opportunity for a chip shot to win the game. If it's incomplete, they have better field position to keep the Broncos from driving. Football people, feel free to jump in. But that's that. Looking at it, if it's what we call a 50-50 ball in basketball, we call it 50-50 ball, like or 50-50 play, right? In this instance, the defensive player, it's not the defensive player has the ball and the offensive player wrestles it away from him. It's the offensive player has that initial control and the defensive player is, wrestling it away from him. And then with the rules of contact, so it's a 50-50 ball. It's a hell ball. One of the people is down, so it's down. The ball is down. Who has the possession when, the offensive player was down? It's either both of them or the offensive player. Sherman, Orlovsky, a quarterback, a defensive back, both supporting this view. I was inclined to it originally. It has affirmed, cemented my view on that. That was a miscall that swung a game. You could say it swung the game rather than you didn't, took to get a winning opportunity. Because again, we don't know if the kicker is going to make the field goal after what we saw with the Steelers versus Ravens. So he might not have made it. So even if it's a chip shot. But then it gave the Broncos better field position. Didn't give them overwhelming field position. Gave them better field position. And then there, I mean, the Bills defensive backs just kept getting cooked. Okay, so some thoughts, some insights on that. Let's just go around, see how we're doing. SandCity Sports, we're in the building. NFL playoffs, Patriots, a resounding victory. Appreciate a couple folks that's with the program on Twitter. Appreciate a couple folks that are checking in on IG. We on this Facebook. Yes, indeed. A few of you guys on YouTube. Everybody has been reached out to. We have folks that are overjoyed in the Commonwealth. It's feast to famine, folks. It's a feast to famine situation in the Commonwealth. So I reached out to folks, but I understand folks. Everybody got the heads up. I appreciate that. Folks, we got a situation right now. We got a little bit of a situation right now. I gotta. We're gonna have to speak on this. Okay. We're talking. Okay, we're talking. We're not done yet. We're not done yet with the Texans. We got one more segment on the Texans before we move forward. Based on what's going on, my people, you know what I mean, the guys in the fantasy league, the brotherhood, they supporting the show. I appreciate that very much. They've been encouraging me. Right. And sometimes you need encouragement, right? You don't always know. Sometimes you just need encouragement in what you're doing. Right. So they have provided that good encouragement, and this is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to do it. This is okay. Maybe I think I got a new way to just kind of keep things moving and grooving in a way. I got to enter a passcode to get into my chat. Oh, I know the passcode is. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, folks, we got one more segment. Before we move on to look at before we move on to hold on, okay. All right. We're just gonna come here. I'm gonna go there. No. This is a here, there. All right, folks. I think things are going pretty good, but then now we're getting better. All righty. So let's continue to work. 0-0. Rams driving. Possible offside. Stafford throwing. They're just moving them chains, man. Folks, does CJ Stroud deserve this? I think this is a little bit out of hand. in terms of this treatment for CJ Stroud, man. Why they doing CJ like this? Okay? The man didn't have his number one wide receiver, folks. We're not making excuses. We're just stating facts. All right? Against a stout Patriots defense. We got to get some statistics over here. Y'all doing CJ like this. I think it's a little much. That's me. Okay? Yeah, he didn't have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 interceptions. I mean, he did what he could do. But let's pull up this here box score to see what's going on. Y'all got CJ. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I gotta back up. I have to back up. I gotta run back that tape. I did say I was at the MLK service. All right, so I didn't see the whole first half. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon on this here. All right, but I'm glad I said, let me check the stats. I said, let me check the stats. $20 for 47, 212 yards. He did have 4 interceptions. So before I'm just watching the second half. And I spoke a little too soon as the Rams get into the end zone. Drive down, get into the end zone. Sean McVay knowing his business. All right. You throw more than 3 interceptions in a divisional round, you can get some smoke like this. This is something that was sent to me. Let me just be clear on this. I didn't create this. This is, this. But CJ, that you 4 INTs. I mean, Josh Allen can get some of this smoke too. Josh Allen can get some of it too. I mean, I can see 1, yes, 2, all right. Once it gets to 3, 4, you know what I mean? Whoever it is, black Twitter, white Twitter, yellow, green, orange Twitter, they have a right to get you. You have a right to be gotten if you throw 4 interceptions in a playoff game. You can't, right? This is not keyboard thugging. This is not piling on. 4 interceptions in a playoff game, you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. I cannot defend it. I can't defend it. All right, I'm seeing, I said, hey, the second half, he was there, he had an opportunity, blase. The Patriots fandom is possibly going to come through here as they settle in. Let me just, but CJ, man, this. Woo! I can't help you right now. All right. Keep it to 3 interceptions. It should really be 1. Right? You got Drake May going up against as good a defense. He's 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Let's see what Drake was giving him. All right. CJ, your quarterback rating is 28. Drake May is 100. You sacked 3 times. He sacked 5 times. All right. Different ball games. And again, you not having your number 1 receiver. I got you. I get that. But that doesn't justify 4 interceptions. No, sirree, it doesn't. You understand? So I don't support it. But I'm saying I don't support it, but it's on the show. So, but I'm saying I didn't. It's a little bit of a gray area there. What am I trying to say? What did John Turturro say in Rounders? He said you did it to yourself. Okay, he said you did it to yourself, and so CJ, you gotta, you know what I mean. You was that dude as a rook, as that young rookie. You was the guy. You know, but now you got to be on the other side of it. You got to be on the other side of it. So you're getting, you know, you got to take the hits. Take it in stride. It's all funny, you know. Hold on. Let me just, I'm seeing all these memes. It's like, you know, what does the person actually look like? And just making sure.
Yo.
Okay. What's up, bro?
What is good?
Welcome. Let me put my headphones on. Welcome into the program from sunny Arizona. I appreciate you taking the time. I need. You got the belt? You got the belt out? We got the belt out?
You know what that means, baby?
What did that Bud Crawford say?
What does that mean?
What did Bud tell him? Bud said we put the. Bud said I put belt to ass. That's what I do.
I got it all in my hand all week.
The Patriots out there, they
on our way to Denver. I got it in my hand and it's Louis. On my way to Denver.
They putting belt to ass, huh? That's what they doing?
That's what we doing, okay? We are back.
Tell me about it. Go ahead.
Man, scary game, but you know, CJ Stroud might have just played his way out of Houston.
Played his way out of Houston?
Houston, we have a problem.
Tell me about it.
Houston,
Hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. You say CJ played himself out of Houston. We got to get your takes on this. But at the same time, because we just, you know, I came in on the second half, so I didn't see all the interceptions. I didn't see all of them. But I got to ask you, bro, is this justified? Are they wrong for doing CJ like this? You go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness!
This is how they did it. This is how they doing CJ right now.
Hey,
go ahead.
I just looked at my phone and saw this man dribbling a basketball, warming up, because that's what it looked like he was playing out there.
Looked like he was in warm-ups.
The announcer said, "I want the head coach to look him in the eyes and literally make sure he's all the way there." I was like, "Oh man, we got an Any Given Sunday situation going on here. Somebody get Kurt out of there."
He wasn't in the trenches battling for that inch like he needed to be.
CJ Stroud was playing like this.
Are you saying that CJ was shooketh? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying CJ was out there barefoot, no shoes, walking on Gillette's grass, okay, scared of the snow, feet cold, head confused, crowd loud. Man, CJ, woo! Hey, what I do say is that's that Ohio State quarterback, baby.
You throwing shade on the Ohio State quarterback's name?
That is the Ohio State S right there.
They can't produce.
Thank you for a trip to the AFC Championship, because baby, we are back and
Patriots are back.
On my way to Denver, baby. I'm on my way to Denver. Okay,
on
belt
your way to Denver.
in hand.
You're heading to Denver.
On my way to Denver. You know, I feel like this has been played out before. I can't wait to whoop on the Broncos all season. I've been licking my chops like, woo! I can't wait till we play the Broncos. Unfortunate for Bo Nix. Unfortunate. But guess what, baby?
True.
Football is a gruesome sport. And we on the way.
It's a tough game.
Tough game.
Broncos short-handed, literally, figuratively. But in your view, does that put more pressure on the Patriots?
No, it's time to handle business. This dude, Jared
Time to handle
Stidham,
business.
He was a former Patriot. He thinks he got something to prove. Well, time to handle business. Business will be handled.
Okay, they gonna handle their business.
You think CJ Stroud was scared in the snow? Whoo! This boy's gonna be home and scared. He's going to see ghosts. Okay, we're talking real life ghosts. You know those same ghosts that Sam Darnold saw.
Mm-hmm. So you're bullish. You're bullish on the Patriots going into Denver and
I'm bullish. Oh, I'm back. I'm back, baby, and we're bullish. Okay, we are bullish and we are back. All right, we've been here before and we are back, baby.
Patriots are back. Some people called it from the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Some people said the Browns. Some people said the Browns are going to be better than the Patriots.
Some people said the Browns. We were sitting in the same. I think I was sitting in the same chair arguing with somebody that the Patriots were going to have a better record than the Browns.
I don't know who that. I mean, I got to check. I got to check the receipts on who said that. I think he looks familiar.
Get the banner up at SandCity Sports.
It's SandCity Sports.
You got to get the banner up.
So you're feeling like this train's going to keep on rolling, and they're going to be able to go in, handle business, win convincingly. Is that how you handling this?
We are not losing to the Broncos. Okay, get your mortgages out. We're not losing to the Broncos. No way.
No way, no how?
No way, no how.
Okay, so how do you see this game shaping up? How do you Broncos have a stout defense?
BTA. That's BTA.
Okay, off rip, just from Jump Street. That's what you're
off rip from Jump Street.
Okay. Let me take a look at this now. No, we have to discuss. We have to discuss.
Off rip from Jump Street. You saw what we did to Justin Herbert. You saw what we did to CJ Stroud. It's gonna be off the rip from Jump Street. I'm sorry, but I will be mile high in the Mile High City that day. Okay.
Mile high in the Mile High City that day. I gotta dive into a couple of specifics here. I just gotta, because you know football. All right, so clearly, it is what it is, right? We know that we're not going to see this quarterback duel because Bo Nix will not be out there season-ending ankle injury. Okay, but I want to lock in on Drake May. Okay, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He sacked 5 times. Tell me about that pass to, is it Boot? Is that how you pronounce his name? Boot?
I just watched it. I just watched that catch on the woo.
Yeah.
That man Drake May.
Now this was a defense that in the first half, had Drake May running for his life. And yet nonetheless he ends the game with 3 touchdowns, only 1 pick, and an absolute dime.
That catch by Boutte. That one-handed grab. Oh my.
Tell me about it.
Denver, we are on the way. That's all I gotta say. Denver fans are watching this in pure disgust. Pure disgust. People
They're
are
unhappy.
texting me. People are texting me like, I can't believe it's happening again. I can't believe it's happening again. And I said, damn, if the dynasty is back, we need another black president. Like, Patriots are winning Super Bowls and a black man is in office. Man, we are on the way. We are on the way back up. I can tell you right now. I'm telling you.
This is revolutionary. What's going on right now?
The Patriots are just going. We're back, man. Everything is great.
Okay, so you say we're back. Does that mean that this team can win a Super Bowl this year?
That means we already are on the way to winning the Super Bowl. Nothing is in our way. You know, everything falls into place. Kind of like, you know, that year where we call it the tuck rule. Remember the tuck rule?
I do.
Remember the tuck rule? And it just kind of said, here, Patriots, if we'll make sure you guys get there, can you win the game? And please give me Seattle. Give me Seattle if we I want the Seahawks. Bring the dang Seahawks. Them crybaby Seahawks. I've been waiting 7 years. More than 7 years. Maybe like, it's been more than 7 years. But yeah, because they're still sad about that Marshawn Lynch.
I'd be sad if I was them too.
Yeah, I would
have
be
a Super
too.
Bowl right on you.
Why wouldn't you run the ball with Marshawn Lynch?
You know, you look at a goal line defense, and hey, hindsight 2020. I mean, that was that was just an incredible play. But that would be quite the rematch, Seahawks and Patriots, after, New England swindled or snatched, I think is a better term, snatched a championship away from Seattle. Okay, so Patriots are back. Broncos are banged up. I hear the enthusiasm and the excitement. At the same time, you got to take one game at a time. So
one game
Patriots,
at a time. We got to handle business in Denver. All right.
That's right.
Right now, all focus is on Denver. We are going to handle business in Denver.
And you're not concerned about their defense.
We're the best road team in the NFL. So if Jarrett Stidham could come out and put a performance where he could beat the best road team in the NFL, we have not lost on the road all year.
Patriots are road warriors?
Road warriors. We've been road warriors all year. Best road team in the NFL.
Well, that helps.
Drake May is getting more cool, calm, collective every game in the playoffs, and he just is coming off of playing against the best defense in the league.
Where he shined bright in the second half.
Where he shined bright. Once he got his feet planted in the mud in a snowy game, he said, give me those. He said, give me those. So I don't see Denver being able to keep up with us in the point category, man. I just don't see it. I don't see it. So, and if I did see it, that boy would have took Bo Nix's job like 2 years ago. Jarrett Stidham is a career backup. Blue Mountain State.
Yeah, it's and then for him not to really, he's just kind of thrown into the game. He's not, he hasn't played.
Thrown into the game. This is his first start.
Right.
Yeah, right.
it's a situation for me. The Patriots, you gotta if it's a close game, that favors the underdog. So, if this is a one-score game,
like I said, we got to come out BTA. That's the mode this week. We got to come out and whoop that bad.
Okay.
All right. I'm talking 31-3, 31-7. I'm talking
BTA,
whoop that bad.
Is BTA, BTB? Is belt to behind time?
Yes.
Is belt to behind time?
That's how, because we're gonna score points in Denver. We're scoring points. We're scoring points. So can they keep up?
Can they hang in there? I mean, really, what you're saying is, it's all on the Broncos defense has to slow down the Patriots. They're not going to be able to score. Second teamers are not going to be able to keep score with first teamers.
No. So it's literally all on the Broncos defense, and that's a huge, tall task. This offense does not look like it's slowing down.
Nope. So, okay. I feel the excitement, the enthusiasm, the opportunity. You don't ever want to overlook, and I don't think that's the Patriots going to allow themselves to do that. I think it's just going to be another battle. It's going to be another battle.
Another battle.
Denver's earned the home field advantage. Sean Payton has been there for a couple years. But I think if the Patriots can go in there and blow this team, win convincingly as they should, given the fact that they don't have their leader, who's helping to get to this point. So if the Patriots can win this game by double digits, you look at them going to the Super Bowl against whoever, Seahawks, Bears, Rams. You're looking at a team that.
You there?